it's going to reattempt at this time. A lot of people get confused and they go in and they what happens is when a decline goes through, the auto ship goes inactive. So maybe the billing address is wrong, because if we don't make that auto ship inactive, it'll reattempt every 24 hours. So my auto ship is active, everything looks good. I come in the next day, it's set to run tomorrow. I go look at it tomorrow and my auto ship is sitting here, it's inactive and I don't have an order, and I want to know why. Well, the first thing to do is to go to the quick view and look at credit card information. That all looks correct to me. So then I can send a ticket to support and say, my auto ship is inactive. It was active yesterday. Why is it inactive? And we can search through our credit card payment gateway and get you the exact reason for the decline. We can get you the transaction ID number, the amount that it was attempted, the reason for the decline, and you can take that information to your bank. If it's not something like a zip code mismatch, if it says declined by issuer, which is your bank, you can go to your bank and say, why did you decline this transaction? The funds are in the account. You know, what is the issue? Say you get that resolved with your bank. They say the credit card's fine. Then you have two choices. You can go back in and click this button to active, and we'll reattempt tomorrow. Or you can go and place a manual order. Say it's the 31st of the month, and we're not going to reattempt. You know, this is the last day. This is it. You can go in and place a manual order in your back office. Once you do that, make sure that you set your auto ship date to the next date you want your auto ship to run. If it's the 31st, it doesn't matter. We're going to reset it for you. But if it's the 30th and you've placed a manual order and you set your auto ship to active, guess what? You're going to get two orders. So if you place a manual order on the 30th and you don't want your auto ship to process on the 31st, but you want it to be active, click active, go into your auto ship SKU information, and set that next order date in the future for the next day that you want it to process. And all of those directions, it's a little bit confusing, but I've tried to post those directions above the auto ship in the back office here.
So not only are there, but once again, I would urge and strongly urge that you come back to this tutorial and go back through it. Sherry has got this moving very quickly to show the flow of how it is used and its efficiency. So now you can come back and kind of rewind this and pause it and take some notes for yourself. But again, she's also outlined it here in a few paragraphs just to walk you through it. There's some very important steps there, and just to review, you're going to have to go in and reset that active in order for the ship, or you actually to reset the date that you want the order shipped in order for it to take on the next month and keep you active and certainly current for your monthly auto ship.
Right, and if you're confused and you don't know what you've done or what's going to happen, just look at the quick view, and that's a one-glance shot of exactly what's going to occur with your auto ship. So.
Great. You've had some things relative to some questions have been asked, and sometimes we find that people will call and say, well, geez, I didn't get my auto ship, or my shipment didn't show up and everything, only to find out that if they had tracked their order, and I'd like you to just kind of maybe talk a little bit about tracking the order, that it actually was sitting at their neighbor's, or it was on the back porch because that's where they left it when they were away. How can somebody watch the order and track it?
Okay, if you click on your order history here, all of your orders are displayed. Click on the order number in question, and you'll see here, if you scroll down, 3 tabs. Shipping information tab is where your tracking number will be displayed. Now, this order, because it was placed today, won't ship until tomorrow. They ship the next business day. So you'll see up here your shipping status is not shipped. The order status is pending. Payment status is paid. That's what matters for commissions. We have people that will call in and say that their order status is pending, and they want to know if they're still qualified for commissions. The answer is yes. This is the only thing that matters for commissions. But if the order status is pending after 24 to 48 hours, then there's a good chance there's a problem with your address and we were unable to ship it, and we're trying to contact you to get that corrected. Because if the warehouse can't ship it, they send it back to us. If there's not a problem with the address and the order is shipped, you'll see the status here change to complete or to shipped here. and order status will be complete here. And then you'll see a tracking number here with the ship date. The tracking number you can copy and paste. It's a FedEx tracking number into the FedEx.com website. And just as a side note, we send everything FedEx ground. However, FedEx ground will not deliver to a P.O. box. So if you choose to have a P.O. box as your shipping address, it will come via FedEx Smart Post. And if you live in Alaska, Hawaii, or Puerto Rico, it'll come via USPS. So you'll see a USPS number here. So that one you'd obviously have to track at the post office, or get customer support to assist you. And anytime you need assistance, if you go to your contact page, right here is an interactive link to our support website. So if you click on that link, it'll take you right to the ticket system.
Fantastic.
You can put in a ticket. The last thing I would say about the back office that's important, it's kind of hard to show right now because this is a new account, is the commission history. When you earn commissions, that information will be displayed here. The items in green are links to drill down to more detailed information. So you'd be able to drill into, your commissions, your gold, your green, your silver performance, your silver age bonus, and see how you were paid and why you were paid what you were paid at this link.
Great.
And I think, really, Phil, that's probably about all for now, unless you have any other questions.
Fantastic.
Maybe I'll go to the website.
We certainly covered the basics here. I think that's great. The intent is to do a number of these short, brief tutorials and post them back there again as references for everybody. But what a great way to get a better understanding of the platform, its nuances, how it works. And Sherry, we certainly appreciate you being a part of bringing this forward to us. Sherry, again, Director of Operations, and really handling things that are from our customer support. But be sure to be checking the media site, the webinar section, for these tutorials and other information. They will be very helpful. It helps alleviate some of the questions you may have, and you can play them a number of times and, as I said, take notes and be able to address some of the issues and questions that you have as you enroll people. Sherry, thanks again for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we'll look forward to having you as a host again on another webinar regarding the back office use and some other issues that may come up.
Okay, thank you, Phil.